position to be in. It's going to get very terse in that building.
Mahomes down the field, yes! And he's up and in, bouncing off the ground for the touchdown. Tyreek Hill.
Allen faking the handoff, he's going to swing it again towards the end zone. Wide open is Brown, touchdown!
What's up, YouTube? What's up, Washington football fans? It's your boy, Protest Sports, from the Protest Sports Network. Back with another video for you guys today, man. Before I get into all glory to God, I don't have nothing, man. So, I want to thank God for y'all. Thank God for my family, my friends. Hope you guys had a good 4th of July, Independence Day, whatever you want to call it today, whatever you want to call it the darn day. Hope you guys had a good weekend, a good extended weekend. Hope you guys had a good Monday off, another a day of rest, a day of some productiveness, maybe. Whatever you did today, I hope you guys had a good day, either way. So, today, man, we're going to be talking about the Washington football team. And we're going to talk who is a part of the Washington football team's long-term nucleus. Offensively and defensively, who are the core, I'm going to say, you want a core 12. A core 12 players who you really trust, who you really believe in, who are the long-term answers at a lot of positions, right? So when you guys, those 12 players in this video, maybe all 12 are not here yet, but I'm gonna give you guys the guys I think should be part of the core of the Washington football team going forward, and what else? What's some things they can keep adding to this nucleus over time to keep this team on an upward trajectory, hopefully a Super Bowl in the near future. So, let's go and get started, man. So, number one on the list is Chase Young. Chase Young is the heart and soul of this team right now. I think they go as far as Chase goes. He is the headliner. He's the big sack guy. He's the big play guy on defense. He sets the tone on defense, in my opinion. We went from like a middle of the pack defense to a top 5 defense. And the number one thing is we added Chase Young. So I think he's a huge part of that leap defensively, and he is the guy that you need to keep long term. He needs to be here 12, 15 years. That's the guy that is one of the faces of your franchise, and definitely a guy you cannot not ever think about letting go. Never, ever, ever. You never, ever think about it. Next guy on the list is Terry McLaurin. I think he's the offensive face of the franchise as we know right now. Without a franchise quarterback, he is the face of this offense. This offense, especially passing the football, goes as far as Terry goes, in my opinion. I know you added De'Ami Brown. I know you added Curtis Samuel, but it's all starts with Terry McLaurin. And he's definitely the best receiver on his team. It's not close. And he's going to be the best receiver on his team for 10, 15 years to come. As long as over 15, he's 25, now he'll be 40. So not 15, but 10 years. 10 years. He's 35. I think that'll do it. So the next 10 years or so, he definitely should be the number one receiver on this team for at least the next 5 to 7. And then maybe in the last 3 years, he might be the number 2 to like a De'Ami or a number 2 to like a Curtis Samuel or something like that. So that's who I think is the offensive face of the franchise right now. Someone you should keep long term. Next guy on the list, Antonio Gibson. He's another guy on offense that is very, very important to this team. I think he definitely be a nice RB1 until he at least get to his 30s. He's only 22, 23 right now. He's 22 years old. So the kid has a light years ahead of him. 8 years of work for football, I think, of really good productive football. So that's a guy that I definitely want to keep long term as well. The next guy on that list is Mr. Montez Sweat. I think this guy is great. He's a great compliment to Chase. Chase is a great compliment to him. I think both of their games really, really complement each other very, very well. And he's an uber athletic guy. He bats passes down. He sacks the quarterback. He does good in the run game. He even catches interceptions for touchdowns. The guy is incredible. Got to keep this guy here. There's no way in heck that these two bookends should not be on the same team for the next 10 years. No way. If you messed up on this and Montez goes somewhere else, I'm going to be very, very, very extremely mad about that. Next guy on the list is Darren Payne. Darren Payne, to me, he's definitely one of the 5 best players on this roster. nowhere close. He's just a great locker room guy. He's a he shows really good production on the field. He's just incredible. He commands double teams sometimes. He makes all the big plays. He makes a lot of clutch plays like sacks, Tommy third down sacks, Tommy third down batted balls. The guy's incredible. He's probably one of the best interior defensive linemen in football right now. And I want to keep Darren here for the long term. He's only, 23, 24 years old. Extremely young guy. And a guy that I want to keep on this team for as long as I can. Those are my three my three core defensive linemen are Darren Payne, Chase Young, and Montez Sweat. Those are the guys that are the most important guys to me on this defensive line. Those are the guys that want to keep the engine running for the long term because they're all in their early mid-20s. I think with Montez is with 24, Darren's 23, Chase is 22, extremely young guys and guys that I do want to keep for the very, 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 very long-term future. The next guy on the list for my core 12, now this one could be slightly controversial because he hasn't played a down in our uniform yet. But Curtis Samuel will be next on my list. They acquired him from the Carolina Panthers. Ron's very familiar with this guy. Curtis brings a lot of great things to the table. He's a really good complement to Terry McLaurin. And I think he's a very, very versatile weapon that can do a lot of things. And with him being super young, I think he's only 24. So that's just great around the age range of everyone else on this core. And someone that I definitely want to see play in our uniform, and someone I definitely want to see flourish and stay here for a long term along with Terry. They're really good friends, and I think that's really good chemistry on the field as well, with good friendship and good camaraderie as teammates. Because wide receivers could become divas, but those guys really complement each other very, very well. So I do like the addition to Curtis Samuel to this team. Next guy is Brandon Sheriff. I know Brandon Sheriff is up there in age. He's probably the first guy that's not in their 20s anymore, but he's one of the best guards in football. All-pro guy. It's just off that. He's an all-pro. You don't let all-pros walk out the door. You just don't do that. That's just not good business for your franchise, nor for the roster. It's just not smart. So that will be my number. So we got Terry, we got Chase, Terry, Montez, Darren. I think it's number 7. Curtis, and you got 3 defensive linemen and Darren, right? Montez and Chase. Got 2 receivers and Terry and Curtis. Got Brandon Sheriff now. And I think I said someone else. Darn. Can't think. I think we're number 6 in. I think it's a 6th guy that we definitely should be keeping on this roster long term. Also, Chase Roulier. He's one of the best centers in football. We already gave him a long-term contract, but I definitely see him being one of the stepping stones on this team. Like kind of how Jeff Saturday was for the Indianapolis Colts for over a decade. Well, for Peyton Manning, I think Chase Roulier was that guy for us. And he's definitely a top 5 center in football. And I don't ever want to see Chase Roulier in another uniform ever in life. So that's number 7. Number 8 to me would be number 8 for me would be it's a tough one. It's a toughie. I don't want to go rookies. Cole Holcomb would be number 8. Cole Holcomb. Definitely had a tremendous growth from year 1 to year 2. I saw the bigger leap, especially with this defensive line being so good, and then being able to through gaps and make big plays. Definitely Cole Holcomb. Remember the hit he put on Zeke when Zeke tried to block him. Stuff like that, man. You can't make this up. Like Cole Holcomb is incredible, and I think he's definitely gonna be a nice addition to this team for the long term. Great 5th round pick by the Washington football team there. I love that pick still to this day. Jamin Davis is the next guy. We just took him in the 1st round in the 2021 NFL draft. Very, very important pieces. Linebacking core. I think he's the most athletic linebacker day 1. I think he's a very cerebral guy as well on the field. He seems like he's very, very coachable. And very respectable. He just seems like he respects others, and he has such a respect for himself and other people. And I think that really just going to help with the locker room. Like I say, he's uber athletic, most athletic linebacker day one. I think he's going to make very, very impact plays. He's great in coverage. He's good against the run. He's super versatile. He can play Sam. He can play weak. He can play Mike. He can play everything. He's just an incredible guy on this field, man. And Jamin Davis is someone I'm definitely excited to see this year play in the Washington football team uniform. The 10th guy, I think is the last receiver. I definitely he's going to be our starting 3 receivers for the next 5 years, I think, in my opinion. And is De'Ami Brown, the wide receiver out of North Carolina. I like what he brings to the table with the speed, and the route running isn't the greatest, but the speed, the explosiveness, he just seems like Terry 2.0. It screams Terry McLaurin all over again coming out of school. So I'm definitely excited to see what De'Ami can do in his uniform, and we're going to see what he can do. I'm extremely excited and extremely, let's just say, intrigued with De'Ami Brown. The next guy on this list is Samuel Cosmi. I think he's definitely going to be a starting tackle on this team for a very, very long time. He was a second-round pick on this guy, so they expect him to truly produce either early or to not produce early, but to be a long-term producer for this team. You don't spend second-round picks on a guy that's going to be for his rookie deal, and that's it. So I truly think Samuel Cosmi will be one of our starting tackles, either left or right. I'm assuming left tackle eventually. So, yeah, starting tackle for 10 years, that's automatically a Nucleus piece to me. And finally, the last piece of this Nucleus to me, in my opinion, this could be a little controversial. We just paid another corner a bunch of money, but this other corner is 28 years of age. He might not be here beyond the deal that we had paid him for. So I think the last guy in this Nucleus is Kendall Fuller. Kendall Fuller, former Washington Redskin, got traded to Kansas City, came back to the Washington football team this year. 4 interceptions, really good impact corner, and somebody that forced a bunch of turnovers, something you can never go wrong with. And I guess some honorable mentions are Benjamin St. Juice, John Bates, Logan Thomas. Those are honorable mentions I think that should be on this team long term as well. But these are the guys that you are looking for to produce every single week. These are guys that you're looking for. Great locker room presence, good play on the field, and guys that are super duper young but super duper talented. So that's my video for today. That is the video for today, guys. Who are your core Washington football team players? And that's going to do it for me. Like, comment, subscribe. Take it easy, y'all. Love y'all. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Or maybe you want to have like talent, sport, choice, professional off the field. Technically sound, fun, may sound, all kind of time, athletic, proper dedication, man. Protect for struggle. Always have a great one, guys. Love y'all. Comment your thoughts on this, and I'm out, bro. Peace.